Thank you, President, and welcome back to Econ, Madam Nui, on behalf of the SSM, and thank you for your high-level messages, particularly on the question of money laundering and completing the banking union. Can I return to the question of the MPLs, specific to my own country in Ireland? And I fully accept the necessity to make progress on MPLs. We all accept that as a means of getting lending going again and improving the domestic situation across our economies and across our banking sector. But you're probably aware of the controversy in Ireland on this question, particularly in Permanent TSB and Ulster Bank and the sale of their loan book. Three questions arising from that. Firstly, at the moment, split mortgages are currently classified as MPLs, and my understanding is that the SSM has been looking at this question for the last 12 months as to whether or not split mortgages could now be classified as a performing loan, given the fact that the risk is mitigated on two halves. Why has it taken so long for the SSM to come to a conclusion on this matter, and when are we likely to see a result? Secondly, what's your view as to whether or not the Irish government could enhance consumer protection for mortgage holders by additional protection? I know this is a consumer protection issue and it's more relevant to member states, but have you a view on that? I recently asked the President of the ECB, and he seemed to be open to the suggestion that member states can actually have enhanced consumer protection. And my final question, we have now an assessment situation, we now have MPL reduction strategies, and the ultimate power is, of course, a supervisory action by the SSM ECB. Is there a negotiation between a supervisory action, which is the end of the line that the SSM can take, and the strategy, so that there can be more negotiation with the banks to resolve this problem? Thank you.
No microphone. Indeed, we have been working on this issue of split mortgages. Maybe I should explain that quickly, that they are a forbearance product which make a distinction between the senior part of the loan, which is designed to be reasonably easy to perform for the borrowers, on the warehouse part, the junior part that will probably never be paid, or it depends on the arrangements, the legal arrangements that are taken. In fact, it's pretty complicated because of the diversity of the junior parts. Certain junior parts are totally written off, so then it's simple. Some are written off, but there is still a legal claim floating around, so it's not so simple. Certain are the junior part can be reintegrated gradually into the senior when the borrowers are performing. Sometimes it's the other way around. When they are performing well on the senior part, they get a discount on the junior part. So it's a very different situation on their complex product. We had to wait until EBA had provided the first guidance. Sometimes we are blamed for moving ahead of EBA because obviously when we move with the weight of 19 countries, we look heavy on in some kind of way forcing EBA to take a certain kind of response. So we waited for the EBA guidance, and now based on this EBA guidance, we are able to say that indeed if the senior part is performing, and provided that certain conditions are met, then the two parts are totally different, and we can consider the senior part cured. For that, we need the junior part is fully derecognized and cannot be written back. From a legal contractual perspective, there is no repayment obligation with the written-off part until the non-warehouse part has been repaid in full or the borrower defaults. The non-warehouse part meets sustainability criteria, And this approach is valid only for retail mortgages because this is where a transaction approach is permitted, where for corporates it's a debtor approach. So sorry for telling you all those technicalities, but this is a very technical issue and the products are technical. But in a nutshell, we share the views of the Irish supervisors and we are able to consider under certain logic conditions which are common sense, in fact, that the product is cured, if it is performing, of course. And regarding the other part, consumer protection, well, it's up to the national governments to decide whether they want to help retailers to repay their mortgages and avoid certain negative consequences. And I know that there are other countries as well that are considering having this kind of social action. We have nothing to do with that. The governments do whatever they want to do. And it's not even state aid for the banks because it's a social action.
Thank you.